Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's been an eye-opener for me. I think as a selector, it reminds you, it must be what it's like to be a politician. You know, you can't, whatever team you pick, there's always someone abusing you because you got the things wrong. But look, cricket for us is the Ashes. You know, that's everything we're about when we grow up. You know, every stadium you go to is absolutely full to the rafters. And you know, for a while, over a number of years, England have struggled in Test cricket, and we've had a guy called Brendan McCullum, a New Zealand cricketer. Recently became a coach who's completely changed the way that England are going about things, along with Ben Stokes. And to be honest, it's changed the way that we're going about things. Suddenly everyone's so interested in cricket, and for me as a selector, being part of that journey has been absolutely amazing. And the games have been, for those I'm sure hopefully have been watching it, have been incredible. You know, for us it'd be nice if we were 2-1 up, but we're 2-1 down at the moment. But it's been amazing, and there's still two more games to go.
How does it feel to be part of this English sporting summer?
Unbelievable feeling to see, as you said, cricket on the back pages, front pages, everyone talking about it. But I think it's credit to the characters within the team. I think they're very relatable to the public. Yeah, they speak really well, and they just try to almost change it from just being a sport to more like an entertainment business as well, you know. So yeah, as I said, credit to everyone involved.
I think the first thing that I realised I missed very quickly was being in a dressing room. It was sort of all I'd ever known from a very young age, and it's very difficult to replicate that in business. But the great thing looking back is I remember when I was 17, 18 playing, people, you know, the question would be, why do you play cricket? It's, you know, that's not a fun game. There was just sort of no interest in the game at all. And now it's sort of, as everyone's saying, it's on the front pages, the back pages. People are interested, want to know more and more and more about the game. So it's in a really, really healthy position, and it does feel like this is just the start.
Where do you think cricket's going to be in a couple of years' time, Chris? I mean, it seems to be moving at a rate of knots.
Yeah, it's moving rapidly. There's so many franchise tournaments. I mean, I was just speaking to Anthony. He asked me about playing in the Major League tournament. I'm actually saying I actually need a break. I need 10 days, 2 weeks off to recharge and get ready for the 100, but that's where cricket's going. There's so many opportunities, there's so many leagues, so many chances to make money that you can then start to pick and choose the tournaments that you want to play in. And yeah, just from where it's going, I think in the next Olympics, for instance, I think cricket will be involved, so that tells you everything you need to know, because that will be on the global stage at that point. So yeah, where it could end up is endless. India and Pakistan, India specifically being a very big market, you know. Obviously a lot of different people migrate to different countries, and they have a big love for the game. It's really unbelievable. They treat their local players like gods. So yeah, most countries that those type of people move to and what's not, they end up taking the game with them, because that's kind of all they know. It's endless, really.
So cricket is, I know it's kind of getting good headlines right now, but we mustn't forget it started with some pretty atrocious ones. So what do you think the game can do to try and have a bit more of a positive, well, I mean, it has to work a lot harder, doesn't it, about encouraging people from any demographic to play?
It's such a broad topic, and so many things are well documented, not just in cricket but in life in general. One idea I was thinking about is, especially, obviously there's so many different communities that might be obviously white predominant as opposed to black or Asian or whatever, but let's say for instance a community that's more white predominant. Having the guys who are in those positions that are of color, are of obviously a different ethnic background, be almost like the faces in those communities, so that people are seeing them on a more day-to-day basis instead of just obviously normal people that they're accustomed seeing and stuff. That's just one of their in general, the education around everyone's background and everything, I think is so important, and I'm quite fortunate to be involved in an England team that's actually quite diverse, and I feel like we get a large part of that. Just the other day we had one of our Muslim guys obviously go to Mecca. That was in the middle of an important series, but it's those kind of gestures and those kind of things which show you we're kind of going in the right direction. At least at the very top, there's still obviously so much work to do.